Hi, I'm Chubby Ray. I don't buy single issues. I buy trade paperbacks. I buy omnibuses, and I love talking about them. And I love talking about them to you, and I hope you love listening to me and watching me talk about them. Today, I'm going to continue my If I Could Only Keep 5 series. I've given you If I Could Only Keep 5 omnibuses DC, If I Could Only Keep 5 omnibuses Marvel, If I Could Only Keep 5 Epic Collections, If I Could Only Keep 5 DC Finest. Today, it's If I Could Only Keep 5 DC Absolute Editions. And this is going to be a fun one. But before we get into the list, I want to share with you what an Absolute Edition is. For those of you who have never seen an Absolute Edition, I want to give you an example. The example today comes from an Absolute Edition that did not make the list, but it was close. And it is DC's Batman The Court of Owls Absolute Edition, which is, for those of you that have never seen it, a really cool book. There's a slipcase and then a book in the slipcase. It's oversized. The book comes right out of the slipcase. The book itself has designs on it, which is very cool. Look at the insides. Look at the oversized art and how great it is. This is art by Greg Capullo, and it's big, oversized, and glorious. This book was written by Scott Snyder, and it is the fantastic Court of Owls storyline that I also have on Omnibus. It did not make the Absolute Edition list, but I wanted to show you what an Absolute Edition was. Here's just some of the great pages. It's one of the best ways to read a collected edition. It's oversized, the art is glorious, the story totally consumes you. An Absolute Edition is a fantastic way to read a book. So I figured I would use this as the example. Now, it's a Chubby Ray video, so you know we've got to have some honorable mentions. Batman and Son by Grant Morrison. This Absolute Edition is supersized and fantastic. It's artwork by Andy Kubert, and look at the book itself. Look at the book itself. It's just beautiful. It's written by Grant Morrison and also contains artwork from Tony S. Daniel, who's awesome. This is the story where Bruce Wayne finds out he has a son in Damian Wayne. He is introduced to the youngster who starts on his way to becoming Robin. It is not, however, an easy transition as he decides to pick a fight with Tim Drake. Damian Wayne, being raised by his grandfather in the League of Assassins, is causing some problems. This is the beginning of the relationship between Bruce and Damian Wayne. It's Damian Wayne learning what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. It's a great story. It's Grant Morrison, so you know it's told well. The art is fantastic. It really is great to have an oversized edition of this great story and fantastic art. Batman and Son, honorable mention, number 5. Honorable mention, number 4. Green Arrow by Kevin Smith. This story is done by filmmaker Kevin Smith and artist Phil Hester. It's a great story. It's the return of Green Arrow after the horrible things that happened to him in the early 90s. It has guest stars like Aquaman, The Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Of course, it's got series regulars Black Canary and Arsenal. Hal Jordan makes an appearance as the Spectre. It's even got Hawkman showing up. It's a return of Green Arrow. It's Kevin Smith writing fantastic stories and Phil Hester with great artwork. It's a fun story. It's number 4 on my honorable mention. Honorable mention number 3. This one is fantastic. It's Infinite Crisis. I love Infinite Crisis. I love the Infinite Crisis Omnibus. And I love the Infinite Crisis Absolute Edition. Absolute Infinite Crisis is a beautiful, beautiful book. I mean, look at that. It's the great story by the GOAT, Geoff Johns. It's art by Phil Jimenez, George Pérez, Jerry Ordway, and others. And the cast of heroes in this book is amazing. This is a direct sequel to Crisis on Infinite Earths, which came out in the 80s. This book came out in the early 2000s and changed everything. Infinite Crisis is an amazing story. If you want the whole story, tie-ins and everything, I suggest the Omnibus. But if you want oversized, beautiful art and just the Infinite Crisis story, then the Absolute Edition is the way you ought to go. I like both editions, but then again, I have a sickness. Honorable mention number 3, Infinite Crisis. Honorable mention number 2. This is another Geoff Johns story, Flashpoint. Flashpoint was Geoff Johns, Andy Kubert. It's Barry Allen going in the past to keep his mother alive, and he accidentally changes everything. Here's the Absolute Edition looking good. Uh-oh, Reverse Flash, what's going on? This beautiful, oversized art in this story makes it even more fantastic. There's Thomas Wayne. There's Barry trying to get his powers to work with the help of Thomas Wayne. There's a crazy war-ravaged Aquaman in this book. If you've never read this book, let me say, what's wrong with you? It's really crazy with the war between Atlantis and Themyscira, the reverse Flash trying to kill everybody, and a Superman unlike any Superman you've ever seen before. It's absolute Flashpoint, and it's amazing. I highly recommend it. That's honorable mention number 2. Honorable mention number 1. This is perhaps my favorite story of all time. It's Brad Meltzer's Absolute Identity Crisis. Look at the slipcase. Side 1 and side 2. Look at the Michael Turner art on the cover. This book is a story of a murder, where a beloved person in the DC universe gets killed. There's the great mystery of who is the murderer, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of tragedy. Plus, there's also a secret that happened long ago. There's Tim Drake trauma that's unforgettable and very sad. There's the revelation of a secret that really makes somebody angry. And then eventually they solve the murder. It's the person you least suspect of committing the murder who committed it. If anybody's the star of this book, it's probably Green Arrow, but it's got everybody in it. It is a fantastic story. I highly recommend this. One of my favorite DC stories of all time. Absolute Identity Crisis by Brad Meltzer and Rags Morales, Michael Turner. It's amazing. I highly, highly recommend it. Honorable mention number 1. All right, let's get into the main list. Number 5, Superman by Geoff Johns and Gary Frank. It's amazing. This Absolute Edition contains so many great stories. And it features the Legion of Superheroes, whom I love. This book is a big, thick monster. It's got Superman going to the future to hang out with the Legion of Superheroes. It's Brainiac 5 and all the other great Legion of Superheroes. And Superman trying to help them stop a war. And that's just story number 1. Superman versus Brainiac for story number 2. This is classic Geoff Johns greatness. A compelling story with great pencils by Gary Frank. This also includes Superman's Secret Origin. It's a big, thick Absolute Edition, and it's really fantastic, with great art and fantastic stories by Geoff Johns. If I could only keep 5 Absolute Editions, number 5. Superman. Number 4. The Original Crisis on Infinite Earths, Absolute Edition. Marv Wolfman and George Perez's masterpiece. An oversized goodness. George Pérez art and panels is so distinctive. This legendary story has so much. And it features pretty much every hero in DC Comics. Heroes from the past, heroes from the present, and heroes from the future. It's got comic-altering death and sadness, the ultimate sacrifice from one of DC's greatest characters, and so much more. Absolute Crisis on Infinite Earths is being reprinted and will come out in February of next year. If you don't have it, you should, because just seeing the George Pérez oversized artwork is incredible. It's an amazing book. Number 4 on the list of if I could only keep 5 Absolute Editions. Number 3, Green Lantern, Blackest Night. Look at this amazing slipcover. Blackest Night is one of those stories you can never forget. It's Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns fighting a Black Lantern and a rising of the dead, with guests like the Justice League. It's once again written by the GOAT, Geoff Johns, and penciled by Ivan Reyes and others. And it's a story that'll have you sitting on the edge of your seat or bed or table, wherever you're reading it. It's got amazing art and amazing surprises. Absolute Blackest Night is a gift for all of us, and I highly recommend. If I could only keep 5 Absolute Editions, number 3, Absolute Blackest Night. Number 2, Batman Hush. The Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee masterpiece is available in Absolute Edition. And come on, Jim Lee artwork, extra sized in an Absolute. Oh my God, this is amazing. I mean, just look at the art. I know Jim Lee wrote this for regular sized comic books, but these stories deserve to be oversized. I'm being honest. I think Jim Lee's artwork is a gift for all of us, for all mankind. And on top of this art is the great story by Jeff Loeb, who gives us so many twists and turns and surprises. And of course, the introduction of Batman's new villain, Hush. Batman Hush is spectacular, and everyone should have the Absolute Hush. Number 2 on my If I Could Only Keep 5 Absolute Editions. And now, number 1. Are you ready? It's the whale of all whales, and it's the single greatest Absolute Edition ever made. JLA Avengers by Kurt Busiek and George Pérez. This is the book that everyone has been praying for a reprint. We've never gotten one. It's Justice League versus Marvel's Avengers. And it's drawn by perhaps the greatest artist of all time, George Pérez. You'll be able to see Captain America having discussions with Batman, Superman battling Thor, everyone versus everyone, and George Pérez splash page after George Pérez splash page. Reading this book is so interesting. Kurt Busiek told a nice story, but admiring the art, that's just truly a gift. JLA Avengers is a book I hope gets reprinted because everyone should have this. It took me forever to get it, and I'm so glad that I did, and I wish all of you had the chance to get it as well. I sure wish I could have put a book at number 1 that everybody could get, but I had to pick the best Absolute edition I had, and it's this one. Absolute JLA Avengers number 1. Well, there you go. That's my If I Could Only Keep 5 Absolute Editions video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, follow, and comment. Let me know what you agree with or what you disagree with, and give me your thoughts. I was considering just putting books that weren't out of print, but then I had to go with books that I truly thought were exceptional. I hope you guys liked it. Coming up, if I could only keep 5 writers, if I could only keep 5 artists, if I could only keep 5 compendiums, if I could only keep 5 independent collection editions. There are so many more videos coming your way. I hope you guys are enjoying them. I truly thank you for all of your comments. They've really been exceptional, and you guys have been so supportive and so kind. Thank you so much. I love you all. Keep checking out these ChubbyRay Comics videos, as I'm going to keep making them. And tell your friends they should check the videos out too. By the way, keep checking back for giveaways, as I'll be giving away an Absolute Edition to someone that comments on this video. I'm Chubby Ray. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.